Hi guys, my name is Amanda Gaston and I'm the library assistant here at the South Holland Public Library. So today we're going to be going over how to use Overdrive slash Media on Demand. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. 1 second. Okay, and so I've already pulled up Media on Demand slash Overdrive on my computer, but I'm going to show you guys where to find it. So if you were to go to our website, which is shlibrary.org. You're going to come over here to databases and you're going to click on it, or you can let the arrow drop down. And I just click on it because it gives me all of the list of everything. And you'll go down to ebooks and slash audiobooks, and you're going to go to Media on Demand, and in parentheses it says Overdrive. So this is the website. It's really concise, really like you can kind of understand everything that's going on. It's very clean and cut. So there, if you do not want to use this website or this database on your computer, it is available in the App Store or the Google Play Store. So there are two apps actually. It's Libby, which is the one that's here, and then it's also Overdrive. So both are the same thing, but they're kind of different in just like the look and everything, but they are connected. So if you download Libby, you basically are using Overdrive, and if you download Overdrive, you're using Libby. So you don't have to exactly worry about getting both. So right now we're gonna sign in. I'm gonna show you guys how to kind of like maneuver around, how to place holds and how to remove any holds. Okay, so right now we're gonna sign in. So I signed in earlier today just to fiddle around with it. So it has my library set, but you can always change your library. You just kind of hit in the space and let it go from there and type in whatever your library is. As long as you have a library card and your library is connected to the database, you are allowed to use this database. You don't have to exactly worry. And I think the apps might let you kind of like play around without having logged in, but in order to check out a book or an audiobook, you have to have an account. Okay, so I'm gonna pause my screen so I can put my library card number in and my PIN, and then we'll go. Okay. Okay, and make sure. Okay, and once you've signed in, this is kind of what you're gonna get. So they're promoting for Libby because that is their newest app, but it's very, very clean and concise. So everything's kind of divided up. So you see they have a business library, they have things for Spanish speakers. And if you want to learn Spanish, you can probably find a book there for that as well. They have teens, kids, and Kindle books. So if you like Kindle and you'd rather use Amazon Kindle, they have books that will convert to Kindle. So this is where you would find all of the Kindle books. Let me make sure. And then also within this, you can kind of sort the items by relevance, popularity, release date, they added, title, and author. You also have the ability to change your availability. So you can kind of be like, okay, you can kind of plan for books that are coming soon, recommended to your library, and then available now. So you just click each one. And then they also have PDF, which is you can kind of download it, EPUB books, which is basically the internet versions, Overdrive read-alongs. So they have an ebook availability for everything. Subjects. So if you are an audiobook reader versus an ebook reader, they have books in all formats. And then within that, they have fiction and nonfiction, and they kind of divide it up into information, juvenile, nonfiction, juvenile. So there's something for everyone. Oh wait, I went too far. Okay. And with that, they also, with each genre and everything, you get how many books are available to the reader. Right now it's all formats, so we have a really big selection, but if you were to cut it down and say I only want audiobooks, this is what we would get. So 6 titles, 649, that type of thing. So at this point, I am going to show you guys, let me go back up, how to place a hold, and then also how to borrow a book. And then I'll show you guys how to remove it as well. So we'll do drama. I like a little drama. Okay, so right now we have all audiobooks available, and we're getting some in different languages. So when that happens, you come down to the language tab and you change it to English. And so our book selection has been cut down a little bit, but it's okay. So we are going to check out we're going to borrow a book first. So usually you can just click the little button that says borrow at the bottom from the last screen, or you can come here and hit borrow. So you have the ability to change how long your book is going to be checked out for. I like 21 days just because it gives me a little time, but you can always change it to 7 days or 14, but I'm going to leave it at 21. So you hit borrow, and then it'll tell you how many titles you have left in your checkout list, how many you can borrow more. So 18, 20 is your limit. And then it'll tell you your due date as well. You have the ability to listen in the browser right now, but and it's the same in the app. You have the ability to listen within the app immediately, or you can wait. I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna hit exit, and right now you can kind of, you can see other recommendations they have for you at the bottom of the screen. And then you can also add the item to your wish list for future references, just so you can know what you had. You can also remove it from your history if you want, but I'm gonna leave it in my history. And then even if you decide that you have the book and you borrowed it, you still want to hear a sample, you have the option of listening to a sample. Okay, we're gonna go back. And then that little plus right here at the bottom is also adding it to your wish list. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna put this item on hold, and I don't want to look this up. So 12 Angry Men. So at this point, you can kind of see how long your wait time is right here at the bottom. And then you can tell how many libraries have a copy, how many people are waiting. And then you can still have the option of adding it to your history, adding it to your wish list, and listening to a sample. So here we're gonna place a hold. And usually what you would do is you would have to enter your email, but because I was fiddling with it earlier, my email is already set in, but when you do it, you'd have to put your email in, especially if you're doing it from the computer. If you're doing it from the app, your information is already in, so it just automatically goes to a hold. So we're gonna manage our holds. And from there, it shows that we have 2 holds. I put both of them on hold today. And so as you can see, you can edit your email, you can suspend the hold, which means you can suspend it for 7 days, 14, 21. So you have a length of time in which you can suspend the hold, and then once the time is up, it'll put you back into the list for it. Or you can remove the hold. I'm gonna remove this hold, and you just hit remove hold, and your list is down. And then you have a limit of 20 checkouts and 20 holds. So now I have 19 more holds I can place. And so you can find this list of items here in your holds in 2 places. You can go via the checkout and the hold section we went through after finding your items on the website, or you can go to My Accounts, and then there's a list of all of the items. So since we're here already, we'll go to loans, and it says here I have 2 items checked out. I'm gonna wait for it to load. Okay, yes. So it says I have 2 items checked out. And from here, you can also return items. It does look a little different on your app. But if you guys have any questions or issues with using the app, you can always give us a call and see if anyone at the library at the information section of it, or the public services section, will help you to work your app. So you can see that from here you can return it or listen in the browser. I've showed you my hold. So my wish list, these are all books and titles that I put on hold, put in my wish list. And That's the little plus that I showed you guys before. So it clicks by what's available now and the titles, all of the titles that I've placed. I'm actually going to remove a couple of things from my available now because I actually read Children of the Golden Bone. I want to keep Fantastic Beasts. I always like to keep Harry Potter. So as you can see, I'm just clicking the little X button, and that's how you remove items from your hold. I've had these in the list for a really long time, so I'm gonna leave those. And then rated titles. I haven't rated any of my titles, but once you've rated them and begun rating them, this is where they'll be. Recommendations are the exact same. And then you can actually see your account limits from here. So I have 2 loans, and it's basically just giving you everything that was on the side here, but it's giving it to you in a concise position. And then you have a limit of 5,000 items on your wish list. You can only recommend 3 titles every week. And then your renewals are 3 days before expiration. Okay. And then this is your history. So for my history, it seems pretty long, but let's do title. So you can sort your history by title, by author, and then by date added to the list. My history is pretty long. And again, you can clear items from your history. Let me go back, sorry. If you hit the little ellipses in the corner, you can find what items that you might like as well. You can listen to a sample, view the details, and remove your history. I'm gonna leave everything in my history just in case. And then your settings. So your settings is where you can change your lending periods for your ebooks, your audiobooks, your videos, and your magazines. I like to keep everything except for my magazines at 3 weeks. It gives me a little wiggle room just in case I forget to read a book or I need a little time, extra time. So you can display your history. I've been displaying it since September, so I'm going to keep displaying it just in case, just because. You can change your audience and your content preference, but I like all audiences. You can change your Kindle preference. You can turn it on or off. So if you have a Kindle and you would like to read items in Kindle, it'll automatically be saved. And then you can change your display options from high contrast if you have vision issues to dyslexic fonts if you are dyslexic. And I believe that might be it, guys. It's really, really user-friendly. I actually like the internet version better than the app, but I personally use Libby more than I use Overdrive because I feel like Libby is also a little user-friendly, which is weird because I like Overdrive on the computer, but the app is Libby. If you guys have any questions, do you need any help, please do not hesitate to give us a call at the public service desk, and we will be of any service we can. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now. And I hope you've enjoyed your overview of Overdrive. And like I said, do not hesitate to give us a call. Have a nice one. Bye.